and when you decide that you want to raise growth capital, the first question is, are you ready for it? And in the previous segment, we discussed the parameters to assess your readiness for growth capital. Then you want to understand how much capital do you actually need. And you can do that by looking at the use of funds. What are you going to use the capital for? And you need to be able to address exactly how much that's going to add up to. The reason for that is if you're raising less than, let's say, $10–15 million, you really need to do that on your own. But sometimes if you're raising more than that, you could consider using an advisor. The reason for that is most private equity groups that are used to capital raises of larger sizes are used to dealing with advisors. And for the smaller amounts, it is very important that they deal directly with the CEOs and the teams themselves to assess their capabilities and their credibility. So it is not advisable to use an advisor for smaller raises. The other thing is, when do you seek the growth capital? The comment I always make to a lot of entrepreneurs is you get the growth capital not necessarily when you need it, but when it is most available to you because of the cost of the capital as well as the dilution effects that are around you. So if you wait for when you need it, it may be too late. So you need to be very proactive to seek that growth capital at the time that it's most available to you. Question of valuation is often asked, and valuation is one where, like anything else in life, it is negotiated. In case of growth capital, it is somewhat negotiated based on your ability to prove that you can reach certain goals with the capital that will be injected into the company. It is nonetheless a negotiation exercise. And it depends on how you will use the funds and how you will take it from there. So with that in hand, remember, the most important factor is to have a very clear idea as to what you're going to do with the funds, how you will use them, and of course, if your team can establish credibility as to doing so.